TSIA Live. I'm alongside Coach Nolan Owen out of my training facility called the Dog Den. Here we are. We're at the final round of the competition. I'm going to go ahead and announce in points from lowest to highest, just so we can see where everybody was at. Okay, so from the entirety of the showcase, so we have an idea how guys did. All right, so with 80 points was Owen Hewitt. Okay. With 96 points was Bobby Coos. With 100 points was Dylan Kaplan out of class 28 out of Illinois. With 105 points was Derek Vickers, class 28 out of Michigan. Yes, it is. Yeah, that part. Yep. With 108 points was Nolan Griner, class 29 out of Illinois. With 123 points was Luke Waitos. Thank you. Class 28 Michigan. All right. All right. And then finally was with 147 points, class 29 out of Indiana is Carson Knight. That being said, as to remind you, the three guys that made it through to the final round of the competition wasn't just by top points. It was by who had the most points in the first round of the competition. So the final three that made it into the competition was Derek Vickers, class of 28 out of Michigan. Luke Waitos, class of 28 out of Michigan. And Carson Knight, class of 29 out of Indiana. With 8 snaps still left to be remaining, we will see who wins the entire competition. And again, to remind you, we're going to see what happens with the most points. Whoever gets the most points of the entirety of the showcase is the TSIA Live champion. All right, gentlemen, here we go. Final three, let's get moving. Sticking to the same order. No snap times at this point, gentlemen. No snap times. Same order that it's been. Okay, so it would be Derek, you, then Waitos, and then Knight, correct? All right, perfect. Yeah, sounds good. I'll do that. Derek Vickers, class of 28 out of Michigan, at Derek Vickers LS, 5'9", 215. Is all just on accuracy at this point. Must do your post snap. Okay, it's a bar shot, 1 point. He brought it down a little bit. Luke Waitos, WOJTAS. Got tongue twisted earlier. Strike, good ball. Carson Knight, class of 29 out of Indiana. 6'1", 210. Ball went up. Back at it, Derek Vickers, class of 28 out of Michigan. 5'9", 215. Field goal, field goal, field goal. Strike, good ball. I'll give it. Barely. Luke Waitos, WOJTAS. Luke Waitos. Bar shot, 1 point. Super close. Barely got it. Carson Knight. Strike, great ball. Class of 29 out of Indiana. Back at it, Derek Vickers, class of 28 out of Michigan. 5'9", 215 at Derek Vickers, LS. Bar shot, barely. That was close. 1 point. Let's make sure we get to those blocks, guys. Little outside. Ball, little outside. Just a fraction. I'm going to get front angle for this, and so need snap time.
Block button.
Carson Knight, class of 29 at Indiana. 1 point, bar shot. 1 point, bar shot.
Field goal.
Field goal, field goal, field goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
Strike, good ball. That was Derek Vickers, class of 28 out of Michigan. Next up is Luke Whitehouse, class of 28 out of Michigan. Strike, great ball. So pretty. Next up, Carson Knight, class of 29 out of Indiana. It's a strike, barely.
Sniper release.
Derek Vickers, class of 28 out of Michigan at Derek Vickers, LS. Bar shot, 1 point. Start touching more of that red, it'll get you that 3. Luke Whitehouse, class of 28 of Michigan at Luke_WOJTAS22. Ball, a little low, Low outside, you had to bring it up a little bit. That's a little low. Next up, Carson Knight, class of 29 out of Indiana. Strike to touch more red than white. Field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal. Strike, great ball from Derek Vickers, class of 28 out of Michigan. Luke Whitehouse, class of 28 out of Michigan. Money, strike. All reliable. Carson Knight, class of 29 out of Indiana. Strike, good ball.
Block right.
Back at it. Derek Vickers, class of 28 out of Michigan. 5'9", 215. Strike, great ball. That's such a great ball, Derek. Good job.
Block right.
3 points for that. Right in the breadbasket. Luke Whitehouse. Class of 28 out of Michigan. Ball a little outside. Yeah. Carson Knight. Class of 29 out of Indiana. Ball went up.
Oh, this is the last snap.
Last field goal. This is
Last one. Last snap.
okay. Last field goal. Here we go. Ball went up. Need down a little bit. White toss. Here we go. Class of 28 out of Michigan. 5'10", 235. Strike, great ball. Nice job. Strike, great ball. Tucked it in there. That's all of them, right?
Yep.
All right. Let's see where everybody's at. You guys just stay there for a second. Watch out, please. Oh, the anticipation buildup. Eight. There's 11. You get 10 extra points for winning the whole thing, for winning the competition. So it's been.
You want me to hand them
Yeah. Here, you can just hand me. Start with the bronze. Yep. 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 All right, bring it in, gentlemen.
I'm like sessions and stuff.
All right. We have our final, the final score, the winner of the whole event right now for you. Okay, first off, in third place with 117 points was class of 28 out of Michigan, Derek Vickers. Good job, buddy. Good job. Good job. Okay, in second place with 133 points, class of 28 out of Michigan, Luke Whitehouse. Very solid. Hey, Luke. Very solid for a very first top snapper. Top snapper is tough, and that was a very good showing for the very first one ever. All right. Then finally, with 169 points, I got to see if that is one of the highest of all time. Let's see where he's at. In the all-time standings. With 169 points, that puts him in second place all-time behind his big brother. His big brother with 175 points, Peyton Knight. Carson Knight with 169 points, class of 29 out of Indiana. You know that big brother is not going to let that one down for a little bit. Thank you, buddy. All right, guys, that concludes another Top Snapper in America Live. All right, that was, again, a quick showcase, trying to get these guys every opportunity to make sure they're not full-on gassed, but at the same time still equate to the same amount of points as everybody else. So a heck of a showing. Super excited for how these guys did. We'll have the next one coming up here in a few months. All right, we'll see you soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless. And again, thank you for coming. Take care.